beings just like you and me.
Mwenyezi Mungu mwenyewe ndio alipanga vile na ikakuwa hivyo.
Hawezi jua, God ndiye anajua.
Albino ni mtu hana rangi, si mweusi, si mweupe. Macho yake mpaka afaye kofia ndio aone.
Albino ni biological deformation, yani inakuwaga kwa cells ndio inafanyaga mtu anakuwa albino. Ya kala yani haikamu, unaona? Ni kama black and white yani hivi.
Ni kutokuwa na rangi. Wakati wa kuzaliwa wazazi wanakosa rangi ile ambayo inakufanya uwe mweusi.
Albinism is a genetic condition which is characterized by lack of pigment called melanin. This pigment is lacking in the eyes, in the hair and in the skin, so that these people with albinism have milky white skin, they have white hair and eye problems as well. Melanin is a pigment which is really essential in the body because it protects us from the damaging effects of the ultraviolet rays of the sun.
Unajua mimi siwezi saa albino kwa sababu mimi ni mweusi.
Okay, niko na wanne. Huyu ndio first born, alafu kuna second born Kaboy, alafu third born Michael, alafu fourth born huyu. Sasa Michael na huyu ndio wako na albinism. Wao wawili wa mwisho.
Both the parents should be carriers of the gene for them to get a child with albinism. So it is quite, sometimes the parents are very shocked to get, because both the parents were had normal pigment, but they can have a child with albinism.
When you're growing up with albinism, in a country where everybody is dark and where everybody does not understand what albinism is, it's difficult, to put it mildly.
Albino kutokea kwa nyumba. Unasikia watu wazima, watoto, wanaitana kamzungu, mzungu, muhindi, mambo kama hayo. Hiyo ni kitu kimoja kinaonyesha albino wengi wasijisikie kama ni watu.
Many people think that people with albinism do not die. There are people who think that they have some supernatural powers. Some people would think that, you know, they have got, they are a curse to the family.
Kenya sisi hatujui maneno ya uchawi sana.
Ndio.
Lakini tukienda nchi zingine inabidi ukiwa albino unafichwa. Kwa sababu usipofichwa kuna watu wanakutaka sana. They are crying for your blood.
Kufa tunakufa kama wale wengine. Na kama albino angelikuwa ni mtu ya kufanya nywele yake ati inafanya mtu awe tajiri ama nyama yake, sisi pia hata wazazi wetu wangelituchinja na wawe matajiri.
I think it's only in Africa that I see children with albinism taken to blind schools. All over the world, they attend normal schools and they are just, with a little help, they can study normally. A little larger font of the letters that they are reading, larger picture display on the computers, and a little understanding and from the teachers, because they do need the teachers' notes for close-up reading later on at home.
Because of exposure of many of us to the sun without protection, we get skin cancer. It goes into internal organs, so people die by the age of 30. In fact, when I first started reading about albinism, I thought I would also die before I was 30.
And that's why it is also advisable that these people, whenever, even if they are for a short period going out in the sun, to use sunscreen on their skins with high sun protection factor of 30 and above, that they should use. And then of course they can go into the sunlight. And they have to also use a hat to protect their eyes from the direct sunlight.
Hii ni 1,500. Kupata 1,500 baada ya wiki 2 ni ngumu. Hiyo ni ya mafuta hii tu peke yake.
Now, if you're a person with albinism, first and foremost, I think you have to get registered with our foundation that we have found. It is called Albinism Foundation of East Africa.
We encourage people to come and meet us and talk to us, and we link up people, you know, like we link up youth with each other. We've been holding forums where we invite people to meet each other.
Sasa isipokuwa tulipata wao ndio walitusaidia kutuambia. Alafu tena unaenda kwa mikutano unakutana na mzazi mwingine pia ako na wao.
Actually, the foundation does in their offices do keep some sunscreen so that whoever goes there they can give. But it's not possible for the foundation to give them sunscreen for the rest of their lives. It's not possible. That has to be something that the government has to look very seriously at.
We have also set up an initiative which we call the Friends of Affair. You as an individual can say, I'm going to pick one child with albinism. I'll help them to buy sunscreen. I'll help them to buy glasses. If they're unable to get education, I'll help them to get education. Just one, you can make a huge difference to the life of one child.
The cost of the sunscreen should be maybe given free to the people who have got albinism. We should be providing them with hats. If you really want, if you're a company which wants to do something for albinism, put your logo on it, but at least provide each and every person with albinism with a hat. I think if we can have something like a logo saying reach one person with albinism, probably we'll reach everybody in Kenya with albinism and we can make a difference to their lives. It's a responsibility of the government to see that each and every child with albinism gets a good education. And once he has finished his education, to get admission into university. And when there are so many people with albinism, they do not get jobs.
In a sense, the government can look at this as ensuring and meeting its obligations under international law to provide health, to safeguard the right to health of all its people without discrimination. So when you tell us that sunscreen is a luxury, therefore you can't provide it, and we are a category for whom sunscreen is an essential drug, then you're discriminating against us. If you're not taking care of the needs for our eyes, you're not supplying us with what we need to be comfortable, but also to be able to access education properly. We are currently operating from an office on Moi Avenue. The building is called Contrast House. We are on the 4th floor. You can contact the Albinism Foundation of East Africa, talk to me, or talk to Josephine Wangeshi. We have a trustee at Aga Khan Hospital called Dr. Choksi, who has been seeing all the people with albinism and prescribing glasses for them. I could be your sister, I could be your daughter. It's a genetic thing, it doesn't choose. In every other way, basically, I'm a human being. I have 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 ears, the usual things. I will get all the diseases that you, as a person with normal pigmentation, will get. I will laugh and cry like every other person. I do not have special magical powers like people in Tanzania believe. I will die. There are some strange people who believe that people with albinism don't die. I do not understand that one. I was not born because my mother or my father did something wrong, or because my mother was unfaithful to my father with a Caucasian.